These are two military or government highly classified files that I found on the subway in New York City. File number 42. Excerpt from file 42. This file has been put together to chronicle and compile all relevant information from Project Monarch and any branches that relate. That may help us solve the life equation. With the closure of the U.S. government's Project MK Ultra, we would like to first compile some important information from it. Minds can become very easy to break using LSD. That being said, many cases of them become stronger were documented quite often. The U.S. government was quite surprised, terrified, and did not understand what was going on when possession from the higher plane began happening. We now know what causes it and have known since before MK Ultra ended. While creating a sleeper agent is not only possible, it has been done. It requires far too much time and programming to create. After a few were created, the U.S. government dropped this idea. Because of this, our agency has found better uses for this, and have simplified and refined the methods used in Project Monarch. More on Project Monarch in specific can be found in file number blacked out. Ego death has been highly explored for purposes of solving the life equation. Ego death is complete dissociation from the body. The mind enters a higher plane. This must be monitored very carefully, as losing the mind, not to mention possession, are risks while in ego death. Machine number 1119876 is used to monitor what is happening during ego death. Department E likes to refer to this machine as the Dream Machine. The following is an excerpt from the transcribed account of ego death from the Dream Machine. At all, first, all was black. Then the universe was created. As I watched, two tentacles rip open a hole in nothingness and spewed forth pure energy. I watched as the energy that would lead to the formation of stars, nebulas, galaxies, black holes, quasars, and all of everything spewed through. Then I watched as a monstrous creature so huge that it took up the equivalent of an entire galaxy comes through. Followed behind it were things that were unimaginable. To describe them would simply cause madness. The rest of this account, along with more information on ego death in specific, can be found in file number blacked out. Getting in contact with fourth dimensional beings has been a pretty promising lead also. Unfortunately, the easiest way to do this is possession. Subdepartment E17 is dedicated to kidnapping homeless people and mentally ill people lost in the hospital system, and purposely getting them possessed. Most beings have no interest in sharing with us. Every once in a while one will. While it generally seems fourth dimensional beings also don't know the meaning to existence, we still have hope for this project regarding other fields. More on Department E17's work can be found in files number blacked out and number blacked out. Project Carrier Pigeon involves sending specialized equipment through a wormhole. Through quantum entanglement, these devices can send us back data on their journey and where they end up. Here is an excerpt from one such case. Video feed is on. This makes us quite happy, as a video feed does not always work. Temperature reads as 1 degree K. Radiation levels are 7,000 servant. We finally see something on the camera. A giant snake is slowly slithering through space. Measurements come in at a 1,609,000 1,344 kilometers in length. More on Project Carrier Pigeon in specific can be found in number file blacked out. This is the next file that I found. I don't think it has anything to do with the first one. They were both together in a folder. File number 57743. Location, multiple, US, UK, Australia, Kenya, Egypt. All confirmed countries the specimen has visited, though throughout many periods of time. Year 2000. This is the point the specimen concluded the building of his machine. It is believed periods the specimen have visited include 1963, 1939, 1945, 1914, 1918, 15, 97, 1623, 1861, 1865, and many others. Technologically origin. U.S. scientists receiving funds to help carry out the cure for HIV/AIDS. Scientists have been working on some time on his machine. He diverted major funds from said project to finish his machine. Time travel by unauthorized individuals is punishment by banishment minimal and death maximum. We finally detected this individual on his first time jump. Due to quantum fluctuations, tracking down someone who is performing unauthorized time travel is difficult at best, impossible at worst. We picked up several of his jumps and attempted to confront him each time. We were always too late to the scene, which isn't surprising. The specimen performed several unlawful acts while time jumping, including the assassination of 2 U.S. presidents. This disqualifies him from getting just a banishment. We started to notice the specimen was visiting important dates and events throughout history. We also started to monitor major historic dates and events. We got early warning that the specimen arrived in 1789, June 25th. We decided against sending out troops. Instead, we sent out Special Agent Blacked Out to put a tracker on his machine. Agent Blacked Out was successful. Our agent insisted on going after the specimen himself. This was approved by Blacked Out. Approval reason was to hopefully limit any casualties and resets. Our agent dressed for the time period and stalked the specimen, waiting for the right time to make an arrest. When the specimen was alone, our agent decided to make his move. He missed his tranquilizer shot. Our agent reports the specimen seemed baffled. First sign that the specimen did not know about our agency. Blacked Out. A chase occurs. Thankfully, our agent subdues the specimen quickly. We were thankful that it turned out he had no weapons on him. Below is an excerpt of the interview with specimen. Interrogator. So to confirm, you finished your machine in 2000? Specimen. I told the other guy I'm not saying anything until I know what is going on. Who are you guys? Interrogator pulls out a syringe full of compound X17CJ and administers it to the specimen. The X17 compound is a fast-acting truth serum. X17 is also toxic in high amounts or chronic usage. 5 minutes pass. Interrogator. So, to confirm, you finished your machine in the year 2000. Specimen is obviously trying to fight the serum. He is straining with his eyes going bloodshot. Specimen. Yes. Interrogator. Why did you assassinate U.S. President Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy? Specimen. When I thought of the ways to impact history, nothing seemed better than stopping the original 25th Amendment and killing the president who freed the slaves. The whole interview can be found in file number Blacked Out. Examination of the time machine. The machine uses stabilized lawrencium, atomic number 103, as fuel. Just a small amount of this element can sustain hundreds of time jumps. The machine is almost unbelievably advanced for one person. Operating outside of the agency, blacked out, we are now suspicious that science may have been leaked from blacked out department. Further investigation is being planned. The machine seems to move the fourth and third dimension around it, allowing the specimen to not only jump in time, but physical location. It seems the machine is only capable of going back in time. More studies and tests are being done on the machine. A new file will be created to document the machine and how it works in detail. The specimen will most likely get the death penalty. Though there are rumors they may pardon the specimen if he agrees to work in the department blacked out. What the specimen accomplished on his own is amazing, and nothing short of genius on the level that would make Einstein jealous. The specimen has caused untold damage. The new 25th Amendment is in place, and the course of human history has been changed.